Israel, I remember having my bat mitzvah. I'm not going to say the date because I'm going to age myself. I had all these trees planted, and I have wondered my whole life, where is it planted? So is there a place where the trees go for all of us American, Canadian kids that don't know?
First of all, what is Kakal? So Kakal, Jewish National Fund, is an organization that in the last 116 years is planting the forest of Israel.
Wow.
And if we will look on the blue box that some of us are remembering from our childhood,
we had my childhood
you will see the forest map on the other side of the box. And the idea was to collect as much as they could and bring it here and plant those trees. Now, how old those forests? The first forest was planted in 1907.
Wow.
So we are talking about quite old trees. And since then, together with our friends from all over the world, Jews from America, from Australia, from Britain, from any community that did the task, we are planting trees. And yes, they are here, they are growing. Some of them are in areas that, you know, they are remote from any kind of accessibility, but some are accessible. And trees
it's so interesting. Listen, it is really very interesting. I mean, the fact you planted 300,000 trees this week, like, was it, how many people were involved in this project?
We're talking about 100,000 of people. I mean,
wow.
we're talking about a huge crowd that is coming north to south from IDF units, from schools, from kindergartens, mature elders that are coming in, and it's a huge celebration. You might consider it's like a kind of a Harbor Day, the Israeli Harbor Day. And this is what we are doing. We are taking the crowd out to the forest and creating new green lands for the next generation as much as we can. It's a very tiny country, and to think about more than 7% of the country are forest lands, which is remarkable. As a matter of fact, it's the only place where the amount of trees before the establishment of the country and today is in a huge, huge difference. We're talking about 240 million trees that were planted during
this is really, I mean, this is really incredible. I mean, to think, so was there no natural vegetation originally? I mean, was it all desert, or even like in the Judean hills and higher elevations, did they have natural trees growing before this?
Very, very, you know, minoric areas. We are talking about a very small portions of a kind of forest that were survived. But most of the country was desertificated during the years. And we can say that after the Byzantine period, the country was desolated. So when the new, let's say pioneers came, one of the first tasks, according to the mitzvah of when you come to the land of Israel, you should plant a tree. This is the first thing you do.
Honestly, I remember vividly between getting a bunch of bonds that I was annoyed didn't pay off. I'm like, what do I do with this? And a tree. So is there a way we could track down our tree? I want to go visit my baby and see how, it's more than 20 years old.
We host yearly about almost 10,000 people that are coming from all over, tourists, that can come and plant their own trees.
Amazing.
Of course, some, you know, figures from, you know, some VIPs that are coming and to see.
They get the eucalyptus, all of us get the whatever. I don't want to put down any trees.
Usually
but
they will ask for an olive tree, and as much as we can, we are not planting anymore, you know, kind of a monoculturic forest. As we are talking about unification of different colors of people, we are talking about planting as much as we can a varied forest from the land of Israel. We have so many species, local species that we can use.